Hi guys, welcome back. Crash Landing with me, Sid, and we are in a reasonably good place at the moment. I've got some apple juice and I'm just going to top off my camel pack a little bit. The energy cell, however, has run out, which means that apart from these two leadstone flux capacitors, we're out of power. Now, I realised also when let me just have a look outside here. You know what? I'm getting fed up of breaking that door every time. Well, breaking that glass every time I want to go outside. Let's fix this one once and for all. So, I've realised I fluffed up because that is providing shelter over the pit, that parapet there. So that is not going to kill the mobs at the end of it. Now the other thing I want to check is what's my iron like. I've got enough to make 2 iron ingots, which is enough for my generators, and that's all good. Now that should have... oh, I need my ingot cast. And what I probably want to do, let me just think about this while I'm as a temporary measure, is just to shelter myself a bit from the sun while I'm doing this kind of thing. So if we just come over here, I don't know whether this actually makes any difference at all, but I'm prepared to give it the benefit of the doubt. So we should be okay just casting this lot. See the problem here? All the zombies that would have burnt up in that pit haven't. So, okay, that was... did I put... did it? I'm not sure, you know, whether this is iron or it is. Let's just let that cook. That's still sifting happily away. Good, good. Right. As I was going to say, what's my camel pack like? Not bad. Oh, we've got a rainy day. Grab some more of that. I made the mistake of making that so it was covered my inventory. Jesus. Let's just have rid of you and you for now. I'd say I'd you as well. Oh, we can have rid of the tin ingot as well. Good. So what I probably should have done is grab some more cobble. Grab cobble. Come up another level. And here, this is going to be a bit of a pain because if I'd have done this right, you can see we should be seeing burnies down there, yeah. And that's what we actually wanted to happen. We wanted that god-awful noise. But if I put fences on the outside like this, then they won't have any shade. So I'm going to finish cooking the iron up and just replace this wall section, and that's 100% effective, so we'll gulp a bit of that down and put you in there, put you in there for the time being as well. So I'm going to finish off this wall section, also finish processing this iron and these other metals, and it doesn't double them in there, okay. And I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so night's fallen, and I'm going to want, first things first, I'm going to want that, and I want to make 2 of these generators. I've got 2 iron, I need to make 2 furnaces, and it should be pretty easy. Let me just grab a whole bunch of this cobble together. 1, 2 of those. And I think that should... Oh, hang on, no. It's... Apologise for the mob noise outside. But night time seems to be one of the best times to do this kind of stuff. Oh, there we go. Oh, not quite. And I've got some more redstone somewhere. There we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2. So if I move this and take that and that and that out, for the sake of arguments, we'll put that back there. We'll stick the redstone energy cell there and set its output to the top. Oh, and inputs to the side, yep, that's right. And then one there, one there. And grab something combustible. I wonder whether you can burn that. I don't think I'll ever use it. No. Doesn't want to let me burn it now, it's made me use it. God, the noise out there is horrendous. I know what we'll do is we will pop this back down there, and we'll make a couple of charcoal just to get us going. I put an energy cell in there just to things. I've still got one left in the event of emergencies, but that's getting our water supplies back up quite reasonably. The metals are cooking outside. It's nice being able to go out and not get mugged. So we should see that we've got a couple of, I think this is silver. Yeah, so getting steadily to places. Let me just stick the tin ore in there. That's happy. What have we got down here now? A little bit more iron, that's handy. I'm going to need a lot of iron. So, let's see, where's me furnace? So you can have one, that'll give 26 minutes worth of power. You can have the other. So that's actually slow, steady power, I think we would describe that as. Take that out and pop that back out over here. So in terms of my plans, one of the things I desperately need to do, in fact what I probably need to do first is wait until the morning for these mobs to go away. So I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, it's the next morning. And one thing I desperately need to do is empty that pit of death, and I also need to get a whole load of dust. I've just filled up my camel pack. Hunger's getting a bit of an issue, so we'll grab a bit of dust while we're here, because we're going to suffocate those little buggers. And I'm not going to empty that pit again. Oh crap! That was not my plan. That worked though. see. Gonna be like that, are we? So yeah, the plan I've got for this is a 2-wide trench using conveyor belts to bring them into a iron spike trap. And have I got any bones? I have. Can I repair that direct? I can. That'll do me. Yeah, so it's going to be the iron spikes. Fortunately in this pack they are iron and not invar. And also it's going to be a water trap, so if the creepers explode there's no damage to the drops, and it pushes the water through to hoppers rather than having to faff around with vacuum hoppers. Now that's the plan. The reality may be somewhat different. But time will tell us on that one. Now the other thing I've got to do is get myself an entrance and exit. There is a skeleton around here. Oh, you bugger. And by the looks of it, supposedly there are some creepers somewhere. But I'll be damned if I can see them. Alright, well, let's just clear that. Don't want to waste water. Right, so, well, that's a reasonable bit of dust to put in there again. And I think we can run the lead out. And that's all of that lot process for now. Or the first batch anyway. I wish I knew where those creepers were. Come on then. It's doing this, apparently it does this sometimes. Not the end of the world right now. There are far more worrying things like, where the hell are these creepers? Oh. Are you down there? Interesting. Not entirely sure how interesting, but interesting all the same. I don't know how he got in there, which is troubling. Anyway, so I'm going to take a quick break while I collect my thoughts, decide what I'm going to do next, and chop this tree down, and I will be right back with you. Okay, just need to top up my this thing just doesn't last 5 minutes. The sooner I can get... Oh, that's going to be a waste, isn't it? Let's not waste water. Right, the last thing I am missing is a cutting board, I think it's called, for this particular quest. So I need to put one of them in. I need, oh, I haven't got any sticks in there either, wonderful. And iron, that gives me, that will allow me to turn in that quest. And that's complete also, so we'll claim that. Now the other things we have, I've got gold, I've got lead, I've got silver, but have I... Oh, night time already. Let's just go over here. I've got some gold, is that enough? Gold ingot. Gold ingot. How many do I need? 4. Ah, typical. Right, so I haven't got enough for that yet. Let's just have a quick look. The other thing we can do is this one. We can get this rice sorted, and that will give us tea and orange saplings, which will be lovely, and some toast, which is also going to be really useful. And just grab some bones, make up a bit of bone meal, and oops. Oh, I could do with planting a tree as well, because I didn't replant one. Right. Actually, let's not plant that yet, because there is something we can do here after the fact. I would love to know where that creeper was that was apparently there. Oh, got more thing. Right, what do I want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll do 10, that should be plenty. Oh, the noise. Manual submit. Now, you know, I need to make a sound muffler, but there's no wool, is there? Apparently the best thing to go for here is the tea seed, because that can be used to make different drinks, whereas coffee can only make coffee. Cotton is useless, cold water bottles we don't need. So we'll claim that. And that's probably it in the quest book for the time being. But what we can do is, if we grab this and come... I shouldn't have sifted all my dust, should I? Have I got any left in there? Just give me four of those. 1, 2. Just so I've got... Right, so if I do it here seems like a good place as any. And we put our orange sapling down, go and grab some bone meal. Oh, that's not going to work with that there, is it though? Well, it was nice while it lasted. I can't get that lead out. It does not want to come out of that. I'm probably going to have to break it, but I'm concerned that the crucible's going to fall in the fire. So that's our orange tree, and we can dig the dirt back out, stick that dust back down, put that down there, and bang that up. Now the fun bit here is going to be being careful not to shear the orange tree. And what I will probably do when we're a bit more advanced down the line is have like an orchard area somewhere safe where oh, they're just wandering around there now. That's brilliant. So yeah, we are steadily getting there. I can also bone meal these. I'll not waste all my bone meal though at this moment, which will give us some oranges. I've got an apple, so if we grab the juicer, wherever I put it, we can make orange juices and we can make apple juice, so that gives us even more variety in our diet. Now I could use 8 of those and make another dirt. Just stick those away for now. Did I plant? No, I must get into the habit of doing that every time, but they can go in there. This is generating, it's keeping pace anyway, which is nice. You know when you look at, you think you've put something in your inventory, and then you realise you haven't. It was one of those moments. That probably should come a bit... If I bring this over this way... you can have that. I'm going to need a hell of a lot of iron for my plan, though. That's the only drawback. Oh, I've got those spider's eyes as well, so we can make stock. What else? We need to plant that tea, so let's get that. Stick you out. Put you down. You can go in there, it doesn't really matter. Oh, there's a 2 in there already, look. Oh, and a fish. Got a bit of variety in the old diet now. Don't know how you got a fish out of dust, but there you go. Anyway, I'm just going to let the night pass, and then I will be back with you once this horrendous noise has died off a bit. Right, it's a little bit more bearable now. Only a little bit, but it is a little bit more bearable. We can also make fruit salads with those cantaloupes and other fruit, actually. So that's useful. Now, one of the things I would like to do is basically rip a lot of this out. This is probably going to take a fair bit of chopping. Oh, and I'm going to have to... Oh, and my pickaxe has leveled up. But there's an awful lot of space in this compound which is just dead. It's just dead space, so they seem to stay up when I chop them down, which is alright. So what we can use just basically oh, what's my water like? It's not brilliant, but not desperate yet. So for here, for example, we can just basically whack this down in any old combination, really. It's going to be very Robinson Crusoe. I better cover up the hole I've made before I chop any more out. Oh, I don't know why I put that in there. Oh well, I'll go and get some water. So by extending that out, I can get some more space in here to work with. And we can obviously rearrange and do all sorts of fun things. So I'm just going to try and make some better use of the space in here, really. And there is, of course, that... What's the word I'm looking for? Let me put that water bottle in my camel pack. That'll help. I'm going to leave that wall in place, I think. You can move somewhere. Over there for now. So what we can do is we can just come out, make the most use of the space we've got. And my master plan, master plan, it sounds so grand, doesn't it? Believe me, it's not. Calls for, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically towering up. So we're going to be going vertically up and probably down as well. We'll probably dig in and make some like that basement sections as well while we're going. I shouldn't be getting that hot from that bit of... Mind you, I suppose I would be getting that sweaty if it would be me in reality digging it up, so yeah, it's possible. Okay, well I'm going to continue expanding this out and I will be back with you in a mo. Okay, well I've extended out this way. I can extend out this way a little bit as well, not as much, I think, about 3 blocks and up a little bit that way. I built this area. This is going to be my kitchen, so all my food items are in here. I use the word food loosely, but yeah, so food wise we're actually not doing too bad, because everything is, we're kind of getting a bit of variety in here, and we're not really suffering with it. So the last thing I wanted to do is make a grindstone, which is something which is going to be pretty damn useful. I've got all the materials together except for 2 sticks. Give me that, and then that. Oh, sweating a bit again. Don't know whether it's because I'm inside or whether it's because I'm near something warm. I don't know what's kicking out the heat. I'll have to have a look at that. But yeah, so the last thing we need then is this crank. Now this is going to be pretty useful because it allows us to audible. Very simple audibling, but it does give us audibling. Are you ready? Yes, you are. Obviously this climate agrees with fruit trees. So, yeah, not sure whether it's inside or outside that's causing the issue. So I'm going to take my iron and my gold. Oh, a bit more gold. Let's have a look. Anything else I desperately want there, we'll take the iron. Because if this works as it does normally, we should be able to... No, it doesn't work as it does normally. Okay, well, it'll still come in useful. There's various... Oh, I see what my problem is. Let me just get that. Well, I know, see what part of the problem is. My water's out. 2, 3, 4. Now, as I say, I've seen on another Let's Play, and I realise I said this on the last episode, but I haven't actually... That's not live yet, so I don't know. There is a thing where you can get an indicator up here that shows what this... the pack levels are. That's the word I was looking for, pack levels. I'm just going to stick this iron away. So that might be... Oh, I've got plenty of redstone. That's nice. I just wish I could double the iron, because I'm going to need a lot more iron than I've got there. I may have to rethink my plan a little bit early doors. So once we've got this, let me just check the book, see whether there's anything left. I think we are... Let me... Oh, come on, open up. Missing the gold and the lead. Oh, and the silver. So those are just a matter of smelting those up. I suppose what I should do is make some more charcoal though. And then we can smelt those, you know, efficiently. But we're not bad for water, we're pretty good for food, everything is ticking along, and I'm starting to get my inventory sorted, which is like a major plus for me. So yeah, we're getting there steadily. And obviously this episode and the last episode have been a damn sight less frantic than the previous episode. I wonder if I leave the door open, if that helps. It seems to. Temperature creeps up. Oh, I think it's just with the old hydration there. But yeah, so anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks very much for watching, guys. We are moving forwards step by step, sometimes very small steps, but yes, they're definitely steps. And until next time, I will see you soon. Bye for now.